Wow, look at that. Oh, snow. Or it's like the ground is too hot, so snow is just melting. But the ice is like, it's not snow, but it's like ice. I guess it's freezing in the air while it's falling or something. But yeah. Anyways, so got 5 helmets printed. Yeah, so I just finished that one. Yeah, but so I was testing these out and fitting them on my head and realized that it's kind of a tight fit. So like once I start putting the insulation inside and everything, I think it's going to be too tight. So unless my head is just really big. But I'm gonna go ahead and print a larger one of those. So these are going to be size small, I guess, I don't know, or medium, or at least until I could test it out on a friend or something. But they might be too small. So here, yeah, I'm printing out at 105% scale. So hopefully 5% is enough. And yeah, let's see how this turns out. As you can see, I have 2 helmets in front of me. They are different. That one is the original size that I made, and that is at 105%. So 100% and 105. And so far, that fits perfectly. This is a little bit too small. I can show you guys in a little bit, but it wasn't big enough to cover my jawline. And now that I increase it by 5%, it covers the jawline perfectly, actually. And it's not too tight on my head. So once I go ahead and put this material in on the inside, it's like a mesh material. So the Machine 5060 helmets, they have this material, this mesh material, and yeah, it's going to be lining on the inside of the helmet. So yeah, also I bought some paint, some new paint. So before on this helmet right here, I used Krylon. I didn't like the matte. It's not matte really, it's matte, but it's still glossy. You can still see gloss. But this one should be matte, hopefully. Well, that's the color on top. That says matte. So hopefully it's, you know, matte, and it matches my jacket. Yeah, so my jacket is like a matte color. And so far, I bought 3 colors. I bought matte black, or flat black, flat red. The exact color is power red, and I think this one's like code red or something. Yeah, it says code red. So this is yeah, Montana spray paint for graffiti. Yeah. Believe it or not, one time in my life when I was very young, I wanted to be a graffiti artist, and I used to do a lot of graffiti. Never on the streets because I was too broke to buy all the spray paint, but yeah. So yeah, that's the update for the helmets. Yeah, as you guys can see, I have the helmet on right now. There's no straps or anything, and it holds on pretty tight. But I'm gonna make straps anyways. So as you can see, like the other helmet, it exposed too much of my jawline. So like, I mean, you know what? Maybe even this one is too much on my jawline. You can probably see it moving when I talk. But maybe I should position it like this, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, I'm okay actually. I'm okay with positioning it down lower because it brings the sight down a little bit. So yeah, you know what? I'm okay with it because it covers a lot of the jawline, and I don't really have much of a jawline anyways. So so it's gonna be interesting to see how this mask fits on somebody with like a bigger jaw, and that's what I'm afraid of when I start selling. Or making these helmets for sale. I don't know. Testing for humans is difficult. So yeah. With the lens, you know, I'm printing out right now. It's printing out right now. But for the lens, I have to make a 2D copy of it flat, so then I can get it laser cut on the laser machine. So I mean, yeah, anyways, overall, I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah. So what I have here is the Machine 5060 D2 mask in red. And, you know, this is an awesome looking mask. It's the only mask I have, but I mean, like, the only mask I could find. It's so hard to order these things, and that's why I've kind of decided to make my own, really. So yeah, I took a lot of measurements from this helmet, so that way it can match the head and everything just fine. So right now what I'm doing is I'm trying to find a place to buy these straps and these little clips and this strap plus Velcro. And I'm also trying to find a way to mount it to my helmet. I don't want to take this apart, but I'm sure they got glued inside there. I know up here they have it glued like to this piece right here. This strap is Velcro, and it's like a vinyl strap, I think. I'm not sure. And it's sewed together like that. It's sewed to, you know, the vinyl is sewed with the Velcro, and then it's split, you know, so it can be joined together. So we'll have the sticky, I don't know how to refer to the Velcro, but the coarse side with the soft side. And so yeah, and I was able to find it on Amazon. So here's this is not the Velcro, this is the big strap that goes across the head horizontally. That's the little clips, and these are the Velcro and nylon webbing strap. So yeah. Okay, so there seems to be a print failure, as you can see. So it looks like about around the 50% mark, it started messing up. That's weird. First helmet or first print that I've had that has done this. And what was happening was it started messing up here on the interior supports, and it was touching a little bit, and I was like, okay, that's fine, but maybe let's see if it'll still print out the exterior part. And like you can see, like the exterior of the shell of the helmet still looks fine, but then just now I heard it moving this, and then it was hitting this, and it was just moving everything and touching everything, and everything was just moving. So I'm pretty sure that that's going to throw this off, and then it's going to make the layers shift. So you can already kind of see that the layers are shifted. Yeah, there's actually a lot of layers shifting in this one. And I gotta maybe just let the printer rest, or I don't know, maybe it might be the nozzle maybe, but it's okay. I got a replacement metal nozzle from Swiss. Keep on wanting to call it Swiss Army knife, but yeah, those guys. Anyways, so yeah, so I'm examining everything to see, you know, why it messed up. It's doing this weird thing on the inside. You can see it's weird. I don't know. It's like gluing. It's like gunking up. But then on the other side, you see it's fine. But then, you know, you can see where it started messing up. And I can't even explain what it's doing here, where like it's like not extruding or something, which is weird. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna clean this all up and see if we can start another one up. Okay, so I noticed something else after pulling it apart, but it looks like the nozzle got stuck here for some reason and started melting the support. That's weird. Yeah, it looked like it just stopped and just extruded, or just started melting and pushing into it for some reason. Maybe someone touched it, I don't know. only other person is my roommate, so I don't think anyone touched it, so we'll see. Yeah, the main support is alright, but it gets crooked, you can see. It's weird. Why would it start going off to the side like that? The only other time where it did something weird like this, where it started stretching like this right here, like it doesn't go all the way around the support, was when on the printer the wires would accidentally, like this wire would accidentally get too close to the bed when it was hot. So maybe heating up this wire was causing it to do weird things. But yeah, so that's why I have a zip tie mounted up high and another zip tie right there to keep the tube from touching. But yeah, maybe, you know, when I have time, I'll upgrade to the Micro Swiss direct drive system. So I just haven't had time to do this. This takes quite a bit of time, and it actually takes some programming and stuff like that, and that's why I haven't done it. But essentially what that does is it moves the extrusion system, that system, up on top of here, so then this tube doesn't have to attach to this. Yeah, anyways, that's where I'm at. I'm gonna start another print anyways, just to see what's going on. I'm probably going to test out a print where this doesn't, well, I'm gonna print one more time with everything together, and then I'm probably gonna like put a support blocker so it doesn't print anything in the center, and see how that works out. Yeah, we'll try that. Yeah, so I learned something new today. So this is a new print. It's been roughly a day, 29%. So I think the reason why the print messed up last time was because that unit was being overheated, and it was overheated because the fans weren't on. And I realized that today when that fan on the side right there wasn't running, and I was like, why? Why was it not running? And I looked into the settings and adjustments. It says fan on. Then when I looked at it, it wasn't on. And I was like, huh. So I decided to turn it off and, you know, press that off and on, and then the fan on the side started running. And I was just like, oh my god, that's why. Well, at least that's why I think is the reason why it failed last time, because it overheated. The first few times when I was printing with ABS, it did a similar issue. I think I said that wire was touching the bed, and the bed was hot, and you know it started the nozzle thingy started like printing out really weird and stretching out the filament that was coming out. But anyways, hopefully that fixes it. So yeah. All right, guys, this is the ultimate test now. Like, we can see how it's printing. Again, remember, like, this is like no supports in the middle or nothing. So I'm just testing it out, and the overhangs are pretty nutty actually. So let's see, let's get a closer look. Yeah, hopefully it's able to finish that overhang correctly. So, you know, going back and looking at this helmet right here, that I've resined up, Yeah, so hopefully that's that piece and it fills up correctly. Yeah, I mean, you can see on the inside I put it like a lot of like support. It's like one layer, right? But up there it's not that bad of an overhang. Like, okay, so like it's printing like this, so you can see it. So it's printing like this, so it's almost, man, that's actually pretty bad overhang. So let's see if it comes through. And this, yeah. Yeah, so it looks like the print was a success. I used a lot less supports and it came out pretty good. Again, this nose piece or this face piece right here, or mouthpiece, was the part that was making me nervous, and I didn't think it was gonna print, but it printed out just fine. I mean, there are some, like, it's doing this kind of thing, but it's not compromising the integrity of the structure, so I think it'd be okay. Maybe I could just patch it up with some resin and we'll be okay. So, or maybe I could just place just like one support here and maybe even one like right there. It shouldn't add too much more time anyways. So yeah, so going forward, I think I found a really nice process of printing this helmet. All right, now it's time to clean this all up and start with the resin process.